The match between Yunusemre&Sang and Manisa BBSK ended in a surprising result. SELEN's team performed exceptionally and humiliated their provincial rivals with a score of 3-0 without any significant resistance. However, it wasn't only the crushing victory that attracted attention, but also the surprising statement from coach SELEN after the match. What was the news? Here's the review. The match of pride between Yunusemre&Sang and Manisa Büyükşehir Sport Manisa BBSK in the continuation of the Turkish women's volleyball competition this week ended in a big surprise. SELEN's team performed very dominantly and defeated Manisa BBSK with a score of 3-0 in just 75 minutes. But the crushing victory wasn't the only thing that caught the public's attention. After the match, Yunusemre&Sang coach SELEN made a surprising statement that immediately became a hot topic of conversation among Turkish volleyball fans and even in Indonesia. In the post-match press conference, SELEN unexpectedly made a scathing remark about Megawatihangestri, the Indonesian volleyball star who has not returned to Turkey since the international break. "Maybe Megawati hasn't returned because she's afraid to face my children," SELEN said with a faint smile, causing laughter in the conference room. Added that Megawati's presence or absence wouldn't change the outcome of the match much. "We respect all the players, including Megawati. But Yunusemre&Sang is now on a different level. Even if he returns and plays for Manisa, I'm sure the result will still be the same. We still win easily," he continued confidently. The comment immediately sparked various reactions among Turkish volleyball fans. Some considered statement merely a post-victory sarcasm. Meanwhile, Lions saw it as a subtle dig that could heat up the competition in the league. On the other hand, Manisa BBSK has not yet issued an official response regarding Erdem's comments or the status of Megawati's return to Turkey. However, internal club sources said that the Indonesian opponent is still resolving personal matters and is expected to rejoin the team soon. With this victory, Yunusemre&Sang is increasingly solidified in the middle of the standings and is starting to show itself as a team to be reckoned with this season. Meanwhile, the public is now waiting for one thing. Will Megawati respond to SELEN's sarcasm? What will happen on the field later? On the other hand, as one of the best players in the world in the volleyball league, Megawatihangestri seems to be facing threats and must prove her quality at Manisa BBSK. Because if she is not careful, Megawati will be pushed aside and replaced by another player. So far, she has performed quite well. In fact, the woman nicknamed Megatron was able to give Manisa BBSK victory in 4 matches. However, Megawati's position is now threatened because she is in Indonesia. She had to give up the opportunity to play in 3 Manisa BBSK trial matches. In one of these matches, Manisa BBSK brought Manisa BBSK against a team from the top division. Megawatihangestri Ruanya's absence forced Manisa BBSK coach Gorkem Kazan to utilize the available players. In the 3 trial matches, Gorkem Kazan utilized the duo of DISENGGOL and Digunsu as the spearhead of the attack. This combination of these 2 players immediately produced sweep results. Manisa BBSK managed to win 1 and draw 1 in the trial matches. The only defeat suffered by Manisa BBSK occurred against the top division team, Göztepe. This news is a threat for Megawatihangestri. Her position in Manisa BBSK will be threatened. However, because Megawati was absent from the trial match, her position had to be replaced by DISENGGOL. In this situation, Megawati must be able to prove her quality and have the ability to be relied upon by the Manisa BBSK coach. Previously, Megawatihangestri recently returned to the spotlight of the Turkish public because of her actions. Previously, she had also been a hot topic since deciding to join and defend Manisa BBSK. Several actions performed by the Indonesian player often went viral on social media. One of them was when she did a hard spike during a training session. The former opposite hitter for the South Korean Red Sparks is known to have quite a reputation. This made the Turkish public have high expectations for her. When the woman who is familiarly called Megatron played with the Red Sparks, she was placed as an opposite hitter. However, Manisa BBSK apparently had other plans. In an Instagram story upload belonging to the Manisa BBSK fanbase, one netizen asked about what position Megawati would play. What position does Megawati play there? Quoted TV1eus.com. Will it Manisa BBSK volleyball fanbase? Answering the question and giving a prediction. The coach knows this, but I think she will play as the opposite setter. If Megawati is indeed played as the opposite setter, then she will maximize her powerful smash, which is known to be difficult to block. Megawati is also given a defensive task to ward off enemy attacks. The playing style is similar to when Megawati played in the Korean Volleyball League. However, the Turkish public is still waiting for Megawati to show her maximum ability. Although she has already brought home the Ferdi Zurich 2025 preseason trophy for Manisa BBSK, her official debut will not be in October when the Kadenwar 1 league matches will begin. Behind all the Turkish public's attention is on her, she has returned to Indonesia. Megawati officially competed in the Lavoli main division and will play for the Surabaya Bang Jatim team. Although megawatihangestri has arrived in Indonesia, the Bang Jatim coach is still unable to confirm whether Megawati will play immediately or not. The coach also cannot confirm Megawati will appear in the Lavoli Final Four. Her participation in Lavoli means Megawati will have to miss the first few weeks of volleyball matches. Turkey. If Bang Jatim advances to the Final Four, Megawati will likely return to Turkey after October 18, 2025. Her presence in Indonesia is considered crucial to maintaining Bang Jatim's championship tradition and contributing to national volleyball in the lead-up to the SEA Games. The recent trophy she won is a testament to her quality. However, her official debut in the Turkish league remains a mystery. Megawati is expected to perform consistently at both the Korean and Indonesian club levels.